Okay. I think that how interesting. Okay, here we go. Very good. I want to make sure that the volume is off here. Very good. Okay. Here's your treat. There you go. Good girl. Fidel, do you want your treat? He'll come. And hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am going to do this here on my phone. We are live now. Very good. And hi, how are you? Hello, hello, everybody. How are you doing? I hope you had a wonderful week and you are excited about this coming week. Oh, my candle doesn't show. I have a little candle here. I don't think it shows. Does it show? I love my little candle. Welcome. Oh, there it shows now, but then I have to push it away because I want more room for my elbows. Okay. How was everybody's week? Are you ready for another wonderful week to come? Good to see everybody. I am excited. I don't know if you read my post or not, but I'm really excited for May 26th. Here you go. Here you go. Here's your treat. Yes. But I get treats for all of them, right? We can't treat them differently. They are pets, like everybody around us needs to feel taken care of, need to feel special, need to be loved and cared for. And it is the little things that we do that make a huge effect. Those little things that you don't talk about. You don't need to have the desire to talk about. For example, when the sprinklers are on, I'm going to talk about it. When the sprinklers are on in my neighborhood, all the snails come out. And well, you gotta keep an eye out for them. You can't step on them. When it's raining, the worms come out. Well, same thing. You gotta keep an eye out for them. Who wants to step on worms and kill them? Nobody, which means you gotta keep an eye out for them. So today, I want to talk about May 26th, which is a huge download day. And it only happens once every 75,000 years. You heard it correctly, 75,000 years. So if you miss the bus, you kind of have to wait another 75,000 years. It's a huge download to help us reach higher levels of vibration, to help us increase our frequencies, to help us open our minds, open our hearts, to receive more love and guidance from the universe. Is to see the truth, the reality as it is, and not as from the eyes of someone else, people that are around us. So what that means is we got to do our due diligence from now until then. And I'm sure you've already been doing this, uh, in keeping your vibration up, in keeping your frequency high. And how do we go about doing this? Um, well, you know, one way is, what does the mind love to do? The mind loves to have repeated talks. And most of the time it's negative chatter, right? You didn't do this right. You said this wrong. That didn't go right. Constant chatter of the past. So just don't follow. Don't follow the thread of talk. Don't, once you get a hit on, you did this wrong, you said that wrong, this will go wrong in your life, that will go wrong in your life. That's one chain of thought. And then when you follow it, you're creating a whole bunch of chain of thoughts. So just don't follow. Listen to it, hear it, and just let it go. Just let it go into the abyss and focus on what you want. Okay? So that's one. Second, we have the other thing that is very judgmental, right? Judgmental of others. This person said this wrong. This person is doing that wrong with their life. They need to be doing this. They need to be doing that. Stop. Stop all of that. Important thing to do is to mind our own business. That is how we conserve our energy. Once our mind starts going and we start following it, then we are wasting our energy. So energy, we need to save our own energy for ourselves. You need to save your energy for yourself. So do not get caught into those judgmental thinking of others, that you know better how others should live their lives. And I totally get it. Sometimes it's right in front of our face and we think, and we love them and we think if they do just this one thing, their life would be easier. You might be 100% right. God knows I've thought of that a million times. But they need to learn their own lessons like we need to learn our own lessons. So that's the other thing we want to stop. We want to stop following that. The next thing I want to recommend is, we have all these people that are in the spotlight. There are politicians, there are, people who we know or believe follow, rule the world. Any entities, any beings that we believe are harming humanity in one way or the other and our world. Stop hating them. Just stop. That's a waste of energy. They feed off of that energy. You hate somebody, you're giving them energy. So if you hate somebody and you don't want to give them energy and you want to preserve your own energy, then stop thinking about them. If you want to think about them, say a prayer. Otherwise, preserve your energy, preserve your mind, your feelings, your senses for yourself. Constantly bring your energy back to yourself, constantly bring it back to yourself, into what you want to achieve, into what you want to create in your life. These are the different ways we can keep our vibration up. And of course, Meditating is wonderful. I'm going to send out a blog today, which gives directions on how to meditate. But I will also, most probably tomorrow, upload a couple of meditations on my website. My meditations are very powerful, if I may say so. They bring all of your attention back into your heart, back where all your wisdom and knowledge, the knowledge of the universe, because you are a part of the universe. Look, I mean, look around at nighttime, you can see the stars. Our planet is a part of the universe, and so is every single person. So my meditations connect you to your heart, where there is a link from your heart into the vast universe. So I am hoping that my web designer can upload those tomorrow. I will post it on Quiet Mind when it's uploaded, and I'll put a link on it if anybody is interested. So lots of information in this 10 minutes of us being together. If you would like a card for today, for this week, for a particular thing in general, now is the time to put your comments in. And while you do that, I'll share a little story about myself and how I got into all of these things, all of doing the work, being, trying to connect to my spirit, why did I start meditating? So honestly, my first time I ever saw a healer was very personal. I'm going to do Tammy's card. Tammy would like a general card. And Tammy, even though this is the closest cards I went to, Martha would like a card. Okay. I'll trust the universe that this, see, my hands are here, but my heart is here with these cards. So I'm gonna go with where my intuition is. And that is what I will always promote, is for you to follow your gut feeling. They say, follow your gut, let your heart lead the way. Follow your own gut, trust it. Maybe you've been taught not to trust it, like I had been taught not to trust mine. And it took me years and years and years to learn slowly, how to trust my gut feeling. Trust your gut feeling. Don't listen to what other people are saying. There's thousands of truths and false information out there. Someone's truth might not be your truth. Tammy, general card. Here we go, dear. This one. Intimacy. Here we go. Oh, you know what? I always hold it really close because I want it to be nice and clear. But here we go. Okay, Tammy, the energy of intimacy supports your trusting that you are safe to allow closeness. Tammy, I would say that you're even readier than you were about a month ago to go at a deeper level to your own awareness, to your own loving yourself and trusting yourself. Because the more you are here in your heart, in your gut, and you allow the mind and the heart connection and the gut connection to connect together, the more you can experience your love with those that are close to you. I hope that makes sense. Martha would like a general card. Okay. I'm gonna pull Martha's card and then I will share with you why I got into working with my spirit, finding out that I didn't trust myself, finding out that that was a learned habit. Uh, okay. Um, Martha. Martha, this. Okay. See, I love using my pendulum. I think you took the pendulum class, Martha. I hope that you still use it. This one, attraction. The energy of attraction amplifies the qualities that attract and support you on your journey towards inner balance and harmony. So Martha, look to see what you've been attracting lately into your life, the kind of people that are coming, the kind of thoughts that you're having, and just check with yourself. Is this what I want? Or is it something different that what you want to attract? And if it is what you want, then wonderful, you're on the right track. But it feels like you need to double check yourself, that there are a little bit of tweaks that you need to make there, tweaks about maybe career, tweaks about love life, tweaks about finances, whatever it might be. We have all these different hats that we wear. So check and see which ones you need to work on, so you can tune yourself into the direction you want to go to, so you can attract the right kind of energy force towards yourself. um, and Shake says, I would like a card, all of the above. Okay. So check and see, Marta, check and see if you're on the right track with each of them. Maybe you're on the right track with one, but not the other two, whatever it might be. And then writing down exactly what you want. And then thinking about, am I focusing more on what I want than what's not working? Again, May 26th, we want to meditate. Until then, we want to focus on what we want to connect with, what we want to be, what kind of energy do we want to be a part of. Okay, so Shake. Shake is the second set. Let's go with this. I, as a child, I was constantly told that I was wrong. Constantly. Anything I wanted to do, I was told that I wasn't smart enough, I wasn't pretty enough. So I learned not to trust my gut feeling. I learned that I need to depend on people who were smarter, wiser, had more common sense. I always depended on others to live a happy life, because I couldn't live a happy life, because I didn't know how, because I was wrong. I was wrong all the time. Whatever decision I made was wrong. That's how I grew up. I don't want to say it was intentional, but that's how it was. And so imagine the energy and the stress on somebody's body, on somebody's mental, emotional, spiritual uh, being growing up like that. And I was a very sensitive child. So um, when I was married to my first husband, I was trying to have a child, and I wasn't able to. So I remember this like it was yesterday. We went to the doctors, and the doctor said to my husband he was okay, and did blood tests on me, and called us to the office. And so it was like, I don't know, 11 a.m. in the morning, our appointment. We both left our works and met there at the doctor's office. What does this guy have to say? And the doctor sat in his chair with, a binder in his hand on his table, and said, you can have a child. You have an option. You can adopt, or you can get a surrogate. If you want to get a surrogate, here, you pick a woman, and we'll mix her eggs and your husband's eggs, and at least it'll be your husband's child. Just like that. As if, he's selling me two different cars. Do you want this car or that car? I mean, I don't know what kind of example to bring that, it's something so unemotional, cars. To me, at least. I'm sure some people are very emotional because they love cars. I said, I don't know. I got in the car, and literally I was so shocked. I went back to work as if nothing had happened. It took me a few days to process what had happened. And I told my parents, and they said, well, you know what? We actually went and we saw a healer. Why don't we hook you up? Because, a friend of ours had a healer, and there were all of us there, and the healer spoke, and he did some work, and, we'll check him out. So I went, and one evening, weeknight, and very nice guy. He goes, I'm an engineer by trade. That's what I do. And this is what I do in the evenings. And I went and I saw him a few times. That was my first connection to this world. And of course, not of course, but soon after, my marriage fell apart, and I was heartbroken, and I needed to calm myself somehow. So I did go to therapy, which helped me a lot. I was blessed with a wonderful, wonderful therapist, but I also knew I don't want to go to therapy all my life. So that's how I got into meditation, finding few places that were doing free meditations, and then I started going to workshops and seminars, 2 hours, 3 hours, all day long, weekend long, and it helped me so much. And it evolved, seeing that one healer evolved into going to healing retreats, and until one year in 2008, my sister and I went to Egypt for 3 weeks, and that changed my life. That was when I decided that I wanted to become a healer. And at first, I wanted to become a healer to help all other young people that didn't have direction in their life, that felt alone, that felt they didn't trust themselves or how to trust themselves. I wanted to help them heal themselves. It took me a couple of years to realize everything that I was studying and learning was actually, first, I was helping myself. I was healing myself. And it took a number of years for me to come out of the closet and say, I'm doing this, and then to start teaching myself to become a better healer, listening to my gut, listening to my intuition, taking my healing abilities constantly to a different level. And it evolved and it evolved and it evolved into a healing method that now I can do virtually. The person does not have to be in front of me. And it is very powerful. And it's not just done in this time and place. It's it's not me. So whatever that's working through me, it does the healing in all different levels of vibration and frequency. Okay, so so Shake, who's here in the comment section, hi Shake, is my elementary school friend. So, but that might be she's saying everybody followed you and respected you, but that might be just you, right? Yes, I did. We were a small group of classmates. There was 29 of us. I loved every single one of my classmates. I still do. Yet you still don't know what's going on within the person, right? When I was with my friends, I was free to be me. And when I was home, I was not. When I was with my friends, there was like no care in the world. I was a free spirit because my friends accepted me who I was. I was a little silly goofball that was like the clown of the class. So I need to pull a card for Shake. For this week, there was a this week or this weekend. I wasn't quite sure, but here is your card. That's a little bit of story, so you know how my path started, why my path started, and how it evolved. Yeah. I think it's important for people to, when you go and you ask somebody to pull a card for you, you're opening up your energy field to that person. It's important for you to know who is doing this, who you are opening up your field to. There are some light beings who have been compromised. So again, follow your gut. Always, does it feel invasive? Always listen to the words that they're saying. Okay, Shakejan, here we go. Courage. Isn't this a beautiful card for you? See, we all have courage. Okay, it's just that some of us, some people learn how to tap into it. So you have courage, and it's time to awaken that ability within you. It's time to recognize that actually you've been doing a lot of things that do take courage to do. So once you recognize those things, to dream big is courageous. To take step forward toward it is even another level of courageousness, right? So begin to notice, and this is for everybody, where you are being courageous, where you have been courageous. And once you give gratitude for those scenarios, those situations of your life that you've been courageous, then you're even welcoming the energy of courage within yourself. And when you're praying, don't pray, I want courage, like you don't have it. I am grateful for the courage that I have. And I look forward to even realizing how much more courage I have. So you want to show gratitude and you want to speak as if you do and you're connecting to it. That is your card for the day. This week. That is your card for this week. So you have your homework. You all have your homework for May 26th. I will talk a little bit more about it come next Tuesday, which is the 25th, which is the day we definitely want to begin rituals. You can begin your rituals from this week, dedicating things to May 26th, dedicating things to the download, asking your higher self, what is it that I need to do to open myself up for that, to that field, to that day, to that download. And each person might have a different thing that you need to do. And go ahead and do it. And if you have any questions, message me. I will put the link to a couple of meditations, both on my website and on Quiet Mind. If you would like to go ahead and download those, and meditation to connect you to your heart, to connect you to the universe, connect you to the light. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful week. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.